I personally get aggravated in a positive way just by the amount of sound coming out of our band. Like the two drummers and bass are very stimulating to me as a performer and will get me excited. We play off of each other and kind of go back and forth. I also come from before I sang, I did theater, and I like theater. We all are, I think, enjoy thinking about the performance as creating a world on stage, and kind of making our music come alive is important to all of us. And then to have fun on stage and to make it worth our time as well. To get something out of it personally. Police's music kind of marries that as well, because we have this conflict between sort of soft and smooth with obviously very harsh and intense sounds from two drummers, and kind of some aggressive tones, fighting with musically fighting with softer tones, sweeter kind of sounding stuff. So
I agree.
The title of the record and the subject matter of the record is coming from this perspective of, or coming from being a woman, or the brutality, the kind of gruesomeness of being a woman, the dichotomy between beautification and blood, and that carries through a woman's life until she dies.
We were kind of put together by our producer, Ryan Olson. Him and Channy were writing tracks together, and they wanted to get a heavy-hitting rhythm team behind them, so they asked me to play bass and Ben and Drew to play the double drum kits.
He is kind of like the leader in the sense that he builds the sounds that the rest of us react to. Justin Vernon has a studio outside of his home. Drew, our drummer, and Ryan Olson, the producer of Poliça, they all grew up with Justin in Eau Claire. Longtime friend. Drew and Justin used to go watch Ryan's band Sled Napkin play in high school, and they're 14. So those guys have known each other for a long time, so it was just a pretty natural thing. A lot of our friends record there, and it's a really sweet kind of getaway outside of the city, the huge metropolis of Minneapolis. It's so busy that we just got to get away. So that's why it's friends,
Yeah, it feels kind of like a cabin getaway. We get to cook dinner and sit down and spend some time with each other as much as we're just recording a record. So.
We're all influenced by, I think, really different music, and then we're also very much influenced by each other. Chris and I play off of each other a lot. If I lay down a vocal line onto a track, and then Chris lays bass over it, it'll often happen that I will re-record vocals based on what the bass and drums do on top of my vocals, and I'm kind of reacting back to them. So we are greatly inspired, I think, or largely inspired by each other and by kind of this assembly line of reaction and kind of collaging off of each other.
I think Poliça is a band that is a good representation of what goes on in the scene in Minneapolis.
We all played music in Minneapolis in different bands and saw each other playing in those bands, and a small scene.
Because everyone's kind of interested in what everyone else is doing, and very supportive, really, and we like to collaborate. I know so many people who are in 4 or 5 bands, and so when you're kind of spreading yourself out across a bunch of different genres, really exciting things can happen. I grew out of a noise punk band, and now I'm playing electronic double drum synth stuff.
Hey, I'm Channy.
I'm Chris.
And we're from Poliça, and you're watching Baeblemusic.